$900 trillion roundabout is the worth of stuff that humans own. Equities, currencies, sovereign debt, real estate, art, metals, collectibles, 900 trillion. About half of that we've monetized. So you own the art not to put it on your wall and consume so that your toddler can throw spaghetti on it and ruin your fancy Van Gogh piece, but you're owning it because you're trying to store value. You own the real estate not because you're living in it, because you're trying to store value. You own the index of portfolio stocks, not because you believe in leadership, you understand the products, you believe in earnings per share growth, but because you're trying to store value. So that's about $400 to $500 trillion of savings that humanity, there's a problem there. This capital is leaking. It's looking for a new home. And so the way we view ourselves is offering a transition into what we believe is the answer, which is Bitcoin, and giving fixed income, giving the equities market's worth $150 trillion. By the way, in Apple and Amazon, these companies are worth 1, 2, 3, 4 trillion. $150 trillion globally. There's a big appetite for a new home through this regime change. And so I think we're solving a noble problem for lots of people. I mean, what do you say to the no-coiner that has all their savings in a 401k? Well, how about making sure that there's some Bitcoin exposure in there? Is that a good, noble deed to do? I think so. And who are you to say that they're not allowed to? So anyway, that's my opinion on that. I think Wall Street has access to Bitcoin, just like the guy I met at the meetups 13 years ago.
So here you see Jack Mallers, and what he is saying is a crazy prediction, but Bitcoin is eating everything. It's the monetization and tokenization of the world. $450 trillion market capitalization for Bitcoin. Take a look at Bitcoin right now. We are at $2 trillion market capitalization. So $450 trillion market capitalization, that's a 225x from where we are right now. So let's just take a quick look. Being hypothetical, a 225x from where we are right now times 104.6K. That's looking at roughly a $23 million Bitcoin. Crazy prediction. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. We're getting straight into it. The Fear and Greed Index, we are now still greedy, but ticking back down towards the normal ranges. And Bitcoin is making new monthly all-time highs, the highest monthly close in Bitcoin's history in the making. And during that time frame, look what's happening towards global M2 money supplies. They are blasting off. Where could Bitcoin be going? Could it be going up to 115, 120, 130? We'll get into an expert's price prediction. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you continue to watch. Before we get to that, check out this chart right here. There's a golden cross that just flashed. And look at this golden cross is a leading indicator of a huge price appreciation. This happened back in Q3 of 2024, but also we had a 10% drawdown before we had a 60+% increase in price action. And look what just happened. We had this golden cross, a 10% drawdown. If we do something similar, 97% to the upside, this, I don't know why it says 97%, but you get the pattern, because this, that 97% is almost 100% move off 100. That'd be 200,000. Doesn't really correlate what this chart's showing, but you get the picture. The golden cross is a leading indicator. We have a pullback, leading indicator, pullback, then blast off. Bitcoin at the current time this recording is coming in at 104.6K. What do we see? What do we anticipate? So on the daily, we can take a look on the weekly and look at these candle closes. And right now, Bitcoin is looking extremely healthy. We see this right here. These candle closes, we are sitting above it, sitting above previous resistance, is always bullish. Well, don't take it from us. Take it from Josh Mandel. If you don't know who this is, Josh called almost a spot on price close on the day of, months in advance. A few months ago, he did this around $84,000. I'm sure you guys heard of that. But what he's saying, he's focused on the Bitcoin close tonight. Between 104 and 105, keeps the table run alive without a slip. If we close over 105, look for June to open with a slip lower, maybe through the first 2 weeks. If we fall below 104, he'll be eating chicken liver in his van down by the river. Well, look, he said this at the close of the May 31st right now. Since the market's closed, what happened? Where did we close? We got to look on the daily chart for this. And right now, you see this is the close right here. This is on June 1st. So we closed up on the day between 104 and 105. So based off this prediction, between 104 and 105, this keeps the table run alive without a slip, meaning the bull run will continue. He also said he's agreeing with your timeline. If we close between 104 and 105, he'll take a shot at guessing the June month end around 124,000. And he's saying if we close higher than 105 tonight, I guess we'll dip until June 13th. So that scenario didn't play out. This first one did. He's saying a June month end target around 124,000. And this goes hand in hand with what we're seeing with these M2 money supplies going parabolic. Could this be the end of the run? No, look here. This goes up to over 150. So could June be just the start of this massive uptick for Bitcoin? Well, we have Michael Saylor telling you how you can win in this game. It's a very simple strategy. And you guessed it, it deals with stacking sats. Check out what Michael has to say.
Capitalization. Your goal is to raise and reinvest capital relentlessly, as fast as you can, as much as you can, as fast as you can. The velocity compounds the wealth. So, you create that practice, the small hotel, you incorporate, you sell 10% of the equity, you buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes up, the value of the hotel goes up, you sell 20%, you buy more Bitcoin, the value of the enterprise goes up, you borrow a little bit of money, you buy Bitcoin, the value of the enterprise goes up. You're continually raising capital. You have cash flow, you buy Bitcoin. You have treasury assets, you buy Bitcoin. You have a house that doesn't have a mortgage on it, okay, well, good for you. You could borrow money at 6%, invest it at, it's been going up 80% for the past year. So you can capture, even if you look at a 30 or 20% ARR, you're borrowing at 6, you're investing at 20, you're capturing the spread, it's compounding. This is a race to capitalize on Bitcoin. He who has the most Bitcoin at the end of the game wins.